All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, Boudoir low click syndrome, aka BLCS, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. And we care about this because if a woman's clicking on our Boudoir Facebook ad, that means our Boudoir Facebook ad has entered her brain. And that is the only way her chance of buying from us is greater than 0%. So we gotta get this number up as high as possible, but 6% is the minimum. Anything under 6%, we got a big problem. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% and should be. That's because a unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. Super common, it's the most common thing I've seen, is actually, but this is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes, the 3 PCM. More on this at the end of the video. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we're building up our universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, we know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and we know that because we invented it. And treatment takes about a week. And so we duplicate the current ad. We leave the current ads running. Duplicate it. We treat the duplicated ad. Run them in parallel. Keep whichever one running at the end has the better metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We achieve pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. So basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And we treat that, easy to treat, treated with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So it's from my residency, found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there, brought them back to the hospital, tested them. First one, found out the unique CTRL was 4.3%. So we know that BLCS is present. Unique CTRL under 6% means BLCS is present. And then duplicated it, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. And so they're spending 10K a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend 6.3K a month on the Boudoir Pico treated Facebook ad, and they'll get their ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So they can decrease their spend by $3,700 a month, pocket that as kind of a phantom profit each month. That's like 40K over the next year without having to do anything. Next, found another Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it to the hospital, tested it. Unique CTR 1.39%. So we know that BLCS is present. And when the unique CTR when we duplicated, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, we got the unique CTR up to 9.13%. So we found out the original was wasting 84% of ad spend. So if they're spending, 10K a month on Boudoir Facebook ads on the original, now they only need to spend 1.6K a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get their ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. And that means they're pocketing, literally, they don't have to spend, they're pocketing kind of a phantom profit, $8,400 a month every single month. Or it's like 100K over the next year without having to do any extra work. Finally, had a patient, says Boudoir Facebook ad, 5.03% unique CTRL. So we know that BLCS is present. Unique CTRL is under 6%. So duplicated, did a lot of work with this one. So we did our Boudoir Pico treatment, takes about a week, and got the unique CTR all up to 15.35%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. And as a result, if he spent 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, then now he only has to spend $3,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and he can, he gets to add into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. But now that $6,700 a month that was being wasted, it's now being eliminated back in his pocket. He doesn't have to spend it as a phantom bonus every single month. Basically like, what's that, 80K? 80K bonus over the next 12 months. So from all this data, all this testing, what I've seen, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. I mean, check out these numbers here: wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And so they're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then on average, 5K a month is being wasted. They can eliminate that, put that back in their pocket. That's approximately 60K over the next year. All right, so now we're going to diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad and see if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, and a unique CTR all under 6%. So first thing we're looking at is the first thing I'm seeing is the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we're trusting what Facebook is telling us to fill out is actually what we should fill out for our Boudoir Facebook ads. And when we do this, we actually we're trusting is best for us, but when we do this, it actually causes way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than normal, pulling our unique CTR all under 6%, contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, in the back end, Facebook loves this because the more women scroll by our ads out of 100, lowering our unique CTR all, Facebook can serve more ads per unit time. This is why we never ever, and Facebook makes more money per unit time that way, and we waste and lose more money per unit time. That's why we never ever trust what Facebook recommends us to do. Second, looking at the creative here, the photo, the luxury boudoir giveaway. All right, so the photo, the creative, this is the looks like an ad mistake. So the false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe our boudoir Facebook ad should look like an ad because that's what all the other boudoir Facebook ads we've seen, they all look like ads. But the consequence of this is that way more women gonna be scrolling by our ad than necessary. And yes, even though everyone else looking like their boudoir Facebook ads, that's why 100% of the boudoir Facebook ads I've seen the back end for and that I've tested myself have had BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome, have a unique CTR all under 6%, because everyone's making these same mistakes as everyone else. That's why everyone keeps getting the same outcomes as everyone else. So yeah, this pulling our unique CTR all under 6%, and basically wrecking our ability to basically wrecking our ability to be efficient with our ad spend and contributes to BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we're going to look at the see more headline here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. We ain't got nothing on line 3 here. So, want to win a boudoir session. What if you never feel ready but do it anyway? All right, so want to win a boudoir session. What if you never feel ready but do it anyway? All right, so yeah, we only got 1 point of relevant context here. So it's the lack of context mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we actually believe we are, that we've got enough context to call in the optimal number, the right number of maximum women that we're actually speaking to, instead of us actually, and kicking out the ones that we don't want clicking on our stuff. And as a result, we're actually going to have way, way, way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary. And it's actually gonna pull our unique CTRL under 6% and increase the probability that we have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're looking at all this stuff, so I believe we've got BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, and a unique CTR all under 6%. Yes, I do. Yeah, so I believe this is a good candidate for Boudoir Pico. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you want to save, eliminate, save, put back in your pocket approximately 5K every single month, basically like a phantom bonus by getting, your BLCS trio with Boudoir Pico. That's like basically a 60K bonus at the end of the year. And you decide you want to pull this profit out of the Facebook ads part of your business because you've been optimizing other parts of your business. So you now want to optimize the Boudoir Facebook ads part because you see more women entering the, coming into Boudoir market every single day. Seems like anytime anyone gets a new iPhone, we got more Google My Business profiles going up. Anytime anyone gets a new camera, we're getting more, Facebook posts in the mom groups for offering boudoir shoots. And so you see the marketplace getting more and more saturated, and you actually want to, and you see inflation hitting harder and harder, and you want to become a dominant boudoir advertiser, achieve pre-click alignment, activate Boudoir brain entry boost, and continue on your way to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM when I open back up again for new patient intake. Right now, new patient intake is closed, so my DMs are closed. But shoot me a DM when we open up again, and we will see if you qualify.